Forming the team is the most important thing. I have it with the kids class all the time where they try to throw, like they'll get to this position or whatever, you know, variants of what we've just been doing. I'm just doing it with the headlock because it's kind of an easy demo to show. It's very, very common in confrontations with people that don't fight, which most confrontations are people not fighting. So, but the principles remain the same, irrespective of the level. So what they have a habit of doing is they try and do this. And if somebody does this to you, they should get thrown back every single time, because it's exactly the same idea. He's pushing his head back, hips in, just take your head back even. Yeah. And he starts throwing me. I've got no base if I don't form a T. This is why in judo, everything comes off forming the T now. Because they know at the elite level they just get launched. Greco's the same. Everything comes off forming this, they call it forming the T. It's a T shape. So it gives me base to step across. So it's super important that this foot, you really can't go far over enough. The more I'm here, the more rotation I need in my hips to actually pull that off. And I don't want to give myself backhand. I want it to be easy. I want to just be able to launch it. So the more that as you get to here, irrespective, here he's got a whizzer, headlock, it doesn't matter what he's doing. I want that step across, I want that T in my favour, not his. So the more I step across, the less work, and the more efficient the throw, the more trajectory. So you've really got to step. It's almost like I would rather you overstep here with this leg. I'd rather you overstep than you ever end up under. If you understep, you're really into challenges much easier. I've got further to go to want that arm in as well. The whole thing just becomes harder. Yeah, so it's super important we step as far across as possible. So what we can do, for those of you that are finding this, think this is, you know, working well, maybe you've done it before, what you can start doing is putting a bit more hip in. So it's almost like I'm starting by getting here and I'm trying to roll that as much as I can. Yeah, and so I'm here. He knows. Let's say that he's gone for the headlock, whatever, he knows. I get to here. He wants to now put his head and hip back. Yeah, and what's going to throw him is that arm still. Right? It won't be as powerful a throw, but it will get him down anyway. So this initial connection, my point on this is, this initial connection where I roll here gives me, it buys me like investment later on. Because the more I connect on this, if I now get his tricep, I step across and he starts head back and hip in, it's going to be my shoulder that still throws him. I can still get him down. Even with him now doing this back to me. Because it's shoulder connection. I'm going from a hip throw to basically a shoulder throw. So the difference is on the first one, from here, I get across, I feel it's on, I go hip throw, that's a hip throw. When he brings his hips under me, it stops me from throwing him with a hip throw. But it doesn't do anything to stop me from basically making him do a shoulder roll here. I'll get him anyway. So even if he knows and he does all the right stuff here, when I soak up that initial frame, I soak that up and I've got my elbow over his ear, I can still throw him with a shoulder throw. I could probably still throw him with a shoulder throw here. It gives you so many options because I'm connected at the hip, I'm connected at the armpit, so I've got everything here. I've got two options on the throw. Or just getting this right from the beginning. So I'm here, head back, hip in, soak all that space up, big step on the T, across, and at this point, I can shoulder throw him, I can hip throw him. Just what I emphasise. It's all the same motion really. Yeah? The mistake would be if I don't soak that up and I just kind of do this. Yeah, now I'm going to have to reconnect this to throwing. Yeah, the connection at each point. Let's give it a go. Let's go. Just bring it up. Yeah.